Hey everyone, how y'all doing out there? Just thought I'd jump on tonight. You know, it's the 4th of July, right? So, there are a lot of people out there who's celebrating, okay? So, we're going to try to really try to start getting ourselves away from race and things like that, okay? So, if you see black people or people of color celebrating the 4th of July, let them be, okay? We have to respect everyone's beliefs, right? I had to learn that too. We have to respect other people's beliefs. Not everyone is woke, okay? And a lot of people have very fond memories around Independence Day, July the 4th, okay? So we need to let people be and enjoy their celebration, okay? Because I've been seeing some of you on social media giving people a hard time about celebrating the 4th of July. And, you have to be, no matter what path you on, okay, you have to respect other people's beliefs. They may not be where you are now, but they might catch up that way. If not, then you just have to let them be. All right, so you guys see the name of the video, right? How to expect nothing and to gain everything. So hit those thumbs up, those that like button, y'all. And I'm gonna say hello to the folks in the chat. Hello, Leo Indigo, Mer Goddess is in the chat, and Barbie, my girl Barbie, she's in the chat. Yes, Barbie says I didn't celebrate. I didn't either. Barbie. But some of my family they did, and it was good to hear from some of them and all of that. And just let them have their day. Just like with the holidays. Not everybody is where we are. you know, with knowing about the truth and things like that. So, um, yeah, we just need to let people be and let them have their day. Right, Barbie? So, yeah, so how to expect nothing to gain everything. And I'm going to tell you this, okay? When you are expecting things, especially if you're expecting something from people, you miss out on a lot of time and energy when you can be putting that time and energy into creating something else or to manifesting something else. Maybe even starting your YouTube channel, okay? Maybe even starting, your website or something like that. You could be doing other things. But when you expect things from people, the majority of the time you are going to get disappointed in life, okay? So you have to start thinking in a different mind frame, in a different mode, okay? So we all know that what we were taught in society wasn't true. History is history, but it's not our history. There's lies, there's things in there that wasn't true that we're all awakening to and finding out. Some of us we've already known this, but a lot of you are just really getting to know what's really going on, and it's kind of it can be frightening. It can be it can really make you an angry person. Sometimes learning the truth isn't really healthy at first. Sometimes learning the truth about things can be harmful, especially if you're not ready for it or if you feel some type of way about it. It can make you a really angry person. And I know that because I've been through that. You know, I had expectations of people and people following through with things and they didn't. And so you get really, really disappointed with that. And also, when you are expecting certain things from certain people to deliver, even after they've showed you that they may not be reliable the first or couple of times, you have to um, be true with the person that you are, and keep things moving. You gotta start getting to know other people. Not expecting things from them, because when you expect things, people can pick up on that. They can sense the desperation. They can sense that you want something from them. And a lot of people, they cut you off when they start feeling that way. Okay. So when you are dealing with a person, okay, and let's say you put off this energy and you're expecting things from them and they don't want nothing to do with you anymore because you're expecting stuff. So the best way, so that you don't get hurt, the best way that you deal with it is to start to work on yourself, because there's something in you that needs to be filled that you have to do. People are not going to be able to feel that. Whether you're thinking for somebody to come save you or to make your life perfect, they're not going to be able to do that. You have to be responsible for that. And with you not expecting anything, you're going to be able to put yourself first and know how to deal with people. You know, we all need people in one way or the other, you know. And so you don't feel some type of way about people and all that and be mad at them and angry at them because they didn't, loan you money like you thought them that they would or whatever, or even pay you back. You know, in order for you not to get mad, you need to refocus that energy into doing something else that's going to benefit you, something that's going to, either create something that you love or create money, something that's going to make you happy. Because if you go down deep into that rabbit hole where just everyone you meet, you expect them to treat you better, or you're expecting them to do this and do that, you're going to be disappointed every time, because nobody is perfect, you know. um what we've been taught, even in the church, about how relationships are supposed to be, and even in society, a man is supposed to be 100% faithful to you at all costs if he really loves you and all that. That stuff is fairy tale stuff. That's really not how men are made. I mean, that's really not how they are designed. Now, I'm not saying that all men are out here cheating and stuff like that, because it's not true. But you have to think about how life really is, and when you're expecting a man to not cheat on you, and let's just say you got with him, while he was with someone or while he was married, and then you expect him to be 100% faithful to you, that's not being realistic. You know, that's not being keeping it real with yourself. You're delusional if you think that he's just gonna be faithful to you just because you're you. Like, you know, we're humans. There's so many of us in the sea. We have to start looking at ourselves like that and know that when they disappoint you, it's really not anything really personal towards you. I mean, it can be, but it's really about them and what they wanted to do. So when you don't expect anything from people, the majority of the time, people will surprise you. People will do things for you without even you asking, because you're not coming off as desperate. That energy, even if you're not desperate, that energy you expecting, okay, now we've been dating 3 months now, ready to get married, all this, you know, you got to keep it real. I mean, if the guy comes up to you and he tells you that he's not really ready to get married, he's had a broken heart and stuff before, then that should let you know that, he may not be ready for all that commitment. You got to listen to that, and some of us women do, because I know I used to be guilty of it in the past, okay? What some of us women will do is that we think that, okay, well, he really, really likes me. I know that if we just get together and, I do all of this stuff for him and help him and move him in and all this stuff, then he'll change and eventually he'll marry me. Well, 9 times out of 10, that won't happen. But sometimes it will. Sometimes you will. Sometimes it will. And if it does happen, you can rest assured that if he was cheating, then marriage is not going to stop him from wanting to see other women. That's just how he is. That's how he's made. And when you understand that about people, that that's just how they are, believe, there is that saying, believe how people um, show you how they are, the first time they show you. Believe how people are the first time they show you how they are, or tell you, because it's true. But you, and then a lot of us expect people to be honest, completely honest with us when we first meet them and stuff. And it's just not like that in real life. This is real life. Now, in the Christian fantasy world, where everything's perfect and everybody's covered by the blood of Jesus and everything, and you know this fairy tale wedding, and he's never going to cheat again, and all this stuff. When you start getting into that, that's how you get your heart broken. That's how you really, really get hurt, because you were expecting this person to be this way, and they ended up not being that way. They ended up being the complete opposite. And because you felt that you could change them, you expected that they would act the way that you wanted them to and get ready to get married and do lots of, that's what I'm saying. Don't have any expectations when it comes to people. When you don't have any expectations, especially when you first meet people, like when I meet people online and stuff like that, I reply back. I reply back to who I want to reply back to. I try to reply back to everyone. That's fireworks out there. So they're having another rally here in Tulsa. Okay, so so anyway, so yeah, when you're expecting stuff from people, especially people online and stuff, you'll end up getting hurt. You'll end up getting hurt. And I know, because I'm sharing my personal experiences, because I don't want you guys to have to deal with it. Or if you do deal with it or have, you can think like, okay, well, yeah, High Priestess Kathy was right about that. So I know what I need to do now. You won't just be like wandering around like, oh my gosh, what do I do? I gave my heart to this person, and even though you've never met that person face to face, you've never, had a date or anything, or, you had all of these expectations, and that's how people get disappointed. That's how they get their heart broken. So, even going into a relationship, a friendship, you can't have all those expectations on your friends. You just can't. You got to let your friend be your friend. If your friend doesn't want to call you for 2 or 3 days, let your friend uh, be to herself or himself for 2 or 3 days. Don't start taking it personal. You know, um, Sometimes people outgrow people, and yeah, it hurts. But you have to respect that boundary. you know, and don't push it. If a person shows you they really don't want to have anything to do with you, you need to keep it moving. You need to have a rotation. You need to be ready to make new friends. Is what I'm saying. You need to be ready to make new friends. You need to be ready to meet other people. All that good stuff. just so you can take care of you, and your mental health. And, before you know it, you'll really get past it, because that's just the way the universe is. I mean, you can't be so stuck on one person thinking that they're going to be the save all to your world. Or what's going to happen is that you're going to go through a lot of stuff with that person, and you're going to be miserable and unhappy, and you won't gain anything that way. Now, when you don't expect nothing from people, when you don't expect nothing from these guys, okay, you know, 9 times out of 10, then they'll start seeing what you all about. They'll try to, see, okay, well, she's not stalking me. She's not on me like these other chicks, and all that. So, let me go see what she's talking about. And even if you meet a guy and he's like, you know, uh, well, I'm not looking for anything really, but I'm just trying to see, what's up with you, what you doing and all that, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? So basically, he's saying right off the bat, I'm not ready for a serious relationship. I'm just trying to see if we can, you know, y'all know what I mean. So that's basically what he's saying. But see, when you're expecting things, you won't see that. You won't see what he's really saying. You won't be able to read between the lines and what he's really trying to say. What you'll be thinking is, okay, how soon, you know, uh, can we get together so, we can move in together and have our first baby, and I get the engagement ring. Like, we got to slow it down, y'all, especially us ladies. We got to slow it down. Like, that's not realistic. That's not realistic. And let me just say, let me read what you guys are saying here in the chat. Let me see. Wanda Wisdom says, so true. There's a maximum. No expectations, no disappointments. That's right. Wanda says, great wisdom. At times, in all that's happening in the world, most often, distance isn't always personal. Many are more focused on paying bills, family surviving. They don't have the psychological or emotional room to always be available to every friend. That is so true, especially now, And I saw a meme about that too. It was something that goes kind of like, some of y'all don't check, y'all, some of y'all be mad because certain people don't check on y'all when the other person is going through hell, so yeah, that type of thing. So you really never know what's going on with the person, going through with a person. And if a person is just kind of, stop connecting with you, especially if you first met them, they really don't owe you anything. You're just trying to get to know each other. And we have to let that's the whole point of us getting to know people, to see if we like them or not and vibe. And so we have to respect people enough to where if they don't want to vibe with you, you got to go do something different. You got to go do something else. And when you do that, if it's meant to be, that person will come back around and see what's going on with you. And a lot of times, the person will tell you what's going on with them. And they'll even say something like, well, thank you for understanding, because some people probably would have already tripped out on the person. So just because, you didn't have any expectations, you wasn't expecting anything, and you was just being cool or a friend, you didn't end up getting your feelings hurt. You got to let people do what they do, and you got to love yourself enough to where you got to understand, when you feel that way, you don't gain anything from people when you feel that way. Okay, so that's something that you have to feel yourself. You have to feel that void. And how you feel that void, right? You do things to keep yourself busy, right? Start a business. Okay? Like I said, start a YouTube channel. I think Venmo has a video. You know, start a dog walking business. Do something that's going to keep you, vibrating high on a high vibration. Get into belly dancing. Get into some type of dance to, you know, uh, you know, increase your vibration. So, yeah, write a book. Yeah, thank you. Write a book. Yes, yes. Write a book, and something like that to channel all of that energy. And then when you have no expectations, what happens is that the universe, the spirits are able to move and bring different people into your path who wouldn't have a problem with helping you out, or help, or giving you what you want and what you deserve, what you either worked hard for. And you don't even have to work hard for it. Just keeping your spirit light, and not bringing a lot of discomfort to a person. That right there says a lot. So, when you give off that good energy, people will automatically, want to help you or do things. That's just how it is. So, and then when you don't have any expectations on a person, and then they know that they messed up, and then, they come back around, especially if they did something that's really, like maybe they didn't call, or, you know, they didn't show up when they were supposed to, or something like that. I'm not saying to let them keep doing that to you, but just don't have any expectations. And sometimes, those same people will come back around and help you or do something nice for you and try to explain to you what happened, the reason why. I mean, there's a lot of people, which I'm getting a whole lot better at now. A lot of people, they tell me that, they've been watching me for like years, which, like I said, that still blows my mind sometimes. And they'll come and tell me, well, hi, Priestess Kathy. I've been watching you for years, and I know some people, they've been following me, like on my Facebook through my whole journey and everything, and then they never bought anything from me or anything. And then, like I said, I don't try to make people buy stuff from me or donate or do anything like that. It's just they know that I'm just gonna be me. I'm just gonna be me. I'm gonna give it to you like I give it to you. That's just, sometimes people may like it, they may not. Sometimes I shock people with the stuff I say. I'm getting better about not doing it so much, not, on social media anyway, because I do have some younger people that watch me a lot. So I have to be responsible a lot more too, whether or not, I'm not anybody's mama or anything like that, but, I'm just saying. So when you don't have any expectations, that is when you gain everything. You gain favor with people. People gravitate towards you and want to help you because they don't feel like you're angry with them. They don't feel like, you hate them or anything like that. They see that you understand that, sometimes people mess up, and, it's going to be all right to come back around you. And, you know, and so, that is when you gain everything. And that goes back to, like, with some of my people that's been watching me for years. They had never bought anything or anything, but, you know, like now, some of them have, they've given me, you know, huge donations. Oh my gosh, man. They really tearing it up out there. Did y'all hear that? Scared the crap out of me right there. That sounds like a gunshot. Shoot. They better simmer down out there. Hmm. Holy. Shoot. Anyway, make sure y'all hit that like button, please. Oh gosh. Don't let me have to go on my safe now. I'll come out too. But anyway, y'all, just joking. But yeah, that's when you gain everything, okay? When you don't expect anything. Universe will move faster for you. Your ancestors will move faster for you, because you're not dealing with a lot of, baggage, when you deal with people and stuff like that. Like the best thing you can do, which I've learned, is sometimes to not say anything. Sometimes it's better to not say anything. And um, that that right there changes everything, you know. Um, but yeah, sometimes just not saying anything, and it does everything, you know. I mean, spirit open it up, the universe open it up where you're being taken care of, everything, everything. And I know that there's a saying, closed mouths don't get fed, and of course, you tell people if you have some issues and stuff like that, because that's true. If people don't know what's going on with you, they can't help you. But I'm talking about as far as like, you know, expecting things from people, and you've just met them, even if you've known them for a while, you know, when you don't expect anything, stuff just starts to come through. And people do stuff for you too because you're not expecting anything, you know? So that's just the way, the universe works. And what you do is that, you keep your faith, in yourself, in your spirits, your ancestors, God, universe, keep your faith, in a higher source, or, in yourself, because we are, gods and goddesses too, in the flesh. So when you do that and you focus on self, taking care of yourself, like like there's this one young lady where she's telling the truth. She said, if anything, don't expect anything from anybody and just look good. So when you're working on self love and everything like that, you taking care of yourself, and you don't have that desperate energy. You're not coming off, trying to give people ultimatum to be with you or whatever. You gain everything. You gain everything. And I really really hope that this video helped and everything. And let me see what you guys are talking about here in the chat. Let's see here. Yes. Hello, Cypher How Chrome. Welcome, welcome. Yes, yes. Yes, Wanda Wisdom says if you come on too strong too soon, that could be a red flag for many. It's kind of scary. Yeah, 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 it can be. Yeah, because sometimes, you just don't know people's, you know, true intentions unless, spirit tells you. Sometimes you're supposed to learn a lesson from people. And I tell people that some people be like, well, why come spirit didn't show me this? Why come my ancestors didn't show me that? And sometimes it's because they've showed you before, but you just didn't listen. So they allow you to make this mistake again. And sometimes when it's really costly, if you really lost something, you learn from it. You don't do it again. So, that's kind of like, one of those things. So if you're going through a hard situation right now, or something's not right, everything's not working out right, with that person that you're with, then, it could be that, your ancestors want you to, wake up and take a look at that. We got this, one life here right now, you know, on this plane, but we are responsible for creating our reality, really. You know, um, there are some people, they don't want to do that. That they're happy with, everything already being prepared for them. They just fall into the matrix. That's what they do. But then, the majority of us, those of us who are here, we are creating our own reality with what we're doing. So that's why a lot of us understand too, when you don't expect anything, you gain everything, you know. Yes. And that's with dealing with people as well. So, yeah. So when you do that and you're taking care of yourself and you're, doing self love and all of that, that is the best thing that you can do. Really, it is. Yes. Yes. Let me go back and read the comments here. Cypher Hal Chrome says yes. Wanda says true. Get into self. When you study your natal chart, you yourself will become very fascinating. Self study could be a full time job in of itself. That is so true, Wanda. And Barbie says, saying nothing is saying everything sometimes. Oh my gosh, yes. 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 Yeah, and when we're empathic, we could pick up on things. We can tell when, people, they might be mad at us or whatever. We can tell. Yes. Yes, Wanda says, I'm in your description box, loving the apparel shown. Oh, thank you. Can Teespring create a blue and white Olocone and Yemaya maxi dress plus size? You know what? I would actually have to do that. I will check to see if they do have the maxi dresses, and I can create it for you. But just contact me at highpriestesskathie at gmail.com, and I'll let you know, you know, um, how much it would be and everything like that. So definitely can make that for you. If you don't mind me using my designs that I have, my little designs and stuff that I have, then I would be happy to make a maxi dress for you. Definitely. They should have that. Teespring has everything. But if they don't, I'll, definitely let you know. I do know, they have shirts and all that stuff, but definitely, yeah, yeah. Yeah, actually, I ordered Israeli Freda some Israeli Freda clothing from Hathor Akhenaten, and I can't wait to get my little outfits from her and everything, because I'll definitely be coming on here and showing you guys what it looks like, and taking some pictures, full body pictures and everything and all that good stuff. So yeah, that'll be, I can't wait to get it. It's so pretty and pink. Yes. Oh, and let me finish reading. Let's see. Silence is ruled by Pluto. Pluto rules truth. Hence why silence is way more definitive than words could ever be. Meditation is magnificent due to this. Another maxim, 95% of communication is non-verbal. Mm-hmm. Truth. Beauty is magnetic. Titan Moore. Hello, Titan Moore. How are you doing, hon? Welcome, welcome to the chat. Yes, Wanda says, sure, I'm still, it'll be beautiful. Yes. Wanda Wisdom says, what's her Instagram name? Her Instagram name, I believe, is Voodoo Diva. Yeah, Voodoo Diva. Yeah, she's on Facebook too. So, I believe it's mm, I don't want to misquote the channel, but yeah, yeah, she's got some, she's got some powerful knowledge and stuff over there going on, and definitely going to share it into my group. Everything you want to know about, hoodoo, voodoo, witchcraft, my spiritual group on Facebook. So it's some stuff in there that, we need to know. Yeah, that everyone should know. Like I said, the stuff that we was taught about history, all a big old lie. And so, yeah. And just realizing that, a lot of us, are folks, well, not a lot of us, but some of us. Well, my folks, they come from Louisiana, okay? And like I said, they settled in Georgia, Alabama, the South, Chicago, Oklahoma, and they came to the West, California. So, um, you know, with Marie Laveau being half Haitian, you know, um, you know, a lot of, black people, African Americans have, Haitian blood too, and just don't know it, or does they we don't recognize it, you know. So that was eye opening, you know. And with the way that I see things anyway is that, you know, I know, what my genetic background is too. And I do have African ancestry. I know that, from my father's side for sure, so and but my mother's side, they've always talked about, being Native American and, black and everything. And my folks was uh, a part of, the Tulsa riots, Black Wall Street. That's my people. That's, where my people come from. That's the reason why I do my own businesses too. It's just because it's a part that's in me. Like I said, even with uh, my ancestry and stuff, going back, seeing all the information and how my folks was, they were Choctaw too, Creek and Choctaw, and they were landlords. They had, land, and they built little homes or whatever on it, little cottages, and like I said, they rented them out to, outlaws and people that were running from the law and stuff like that. So my people, my family, we come from doing our own businesses and stuff. It's just a part that's in me. That's the reason why a lot of us, we try to do regular 9 to 5 jobs. It's just not in us to do a 9 to 5 job. That's why, a lot of people are miserable, because it's just not in us to do it, and then, it's not in for some people to do a business either. But, the majority of us, it's just not in us to, try to make someone else rich. Naturally, we're supposed to be helping ourselves. We help other people, but we're supposed to be helping ourselves too and getting our blessings to help our lineage and our offspring and our family. So, yeah. And see, like I said, going back to the title, because, you guys know I can get carried away. But, like I said, when you don't expect anything, you gain everything. Stop expecting stuff from people. Stop expecting people to act a certain way, be a certain way. You just got to let people be. When you let people be and let people be who they are, you have to understand that so you don't get your feelings hurt. Because you have to understand is that you can't control people. You can't control a man. You can't control a woman. Now, a person might pretend or let you think that they control them, or maybe you do eventually control them, but it's not gonna be worth anything really. It's not gonna be a real game. I mean, it's you're not gonna gain anything from it, but misery. And then if the person gets strong enough to where they want to get away from you and leave you, you're not gaining anything, because you're expecting too much from a human being. You're expecting too much from a person. And you need to take your time and get to know people, you know. Take your time and get to know people and just learn how they are. And, and stop giving it away, y'all. Stop giving y'all good stuff away. Especially you ladies. Don't give it away to everybody, okay? I know we all have needs and stuff like that, but you can't go around here and expect, to have a serious relationship like you really want. And, you know, you're doing something completely different, you just have to be realistic. Don't expect anything from people. Don't expect people to, be this idea what you thought that they were going to be. Let people be and let them show you who you are. I mean, let them show you who they are. Let them show you who they are. And then when they show you who they are, then you can proceed from there. You know. Yes. Yes, Barbie says, have you done the ancestry test yet? Yes, Barbie, I have. I actually did it, I want to say 3 years ago. And it was a turning point in my life. And I got more into learning about my, African spirituality. Like I said, I am, part, Benin. My people are from Benin and Togo. I'm not sure which tribe, but I know that my daddy, he was telling me that, you know, his folks come from there too because they went to um, a Christian academy. Oh gosh, what's the name of that church here? It was, I think it was Oral Roberts or something like that. But but anyway, they took them in, and Christianized them, and let them go to school and do all that stuff. And so that's how I know about that side, of my family. But when I did my ancestry test, I really dove in it, and then I found out like part of my ancestry come from Congo, and which I have worked with some hot spirits from, Congo before. And let me tell you, that ain't nothing to play with. I think I probably talked about that in some of my past videos. And, but yeah. And yeah, it said that I was like Asian, which I asked them about that, and they said that with my uh, ancestry tree or whatever, it was probably like the Native American or whatever. So, my Native American tribe when they came on the whatever the Bering Strait or whatever, but it was a pretty good deal of Asian there, and it was uh, let's see what else it was. Polynesian, which I don't know. And then they said that's probably that, when they migrated here. So my stuff went all the way back. And then it had like European, and it said I was like, I don't know, 14% British or something. Like my folks came from, it was Britain, Scandinavia, and Sweden. So Oh yeah, in Russian Jew. It said Jew on there. So I was like, oh yeah, okay, I'm a Jew. But anyway, yeah, but it was like it came from there, Russian Jew. So and but yeah, from the African side, it was like really, really, interesting too because it was Congo, Ghana, Benin, Togo, and it had some Nigeria in there. So, you know, I've been told that I kind of look like I'm Nigerian too. So, you know, I don't know. That could be the reason why, like I said, I'm just really connected with, the Orishas too. Like, I just really, really, vibe with, and I'm interested in, all types of spirituality, but yes. Wanda says sex creates soul ties. Empty sex is taxing on the soul. So, yes, don't give it away easily. Yeah, that's right. Yes. Oh, yes, Barbie, Ancestry.com. Yeah, that's the one I got. And I think they're really cheap now, but back then it cost a little bit when they first came out with it. But yeah, I got the swab. I think it was a swab, and put the swab in there and sent it off, and yeah. So yeah, it got all of that down. So basically, I had a big melting pot of about just about everything. Like I was like, dang. I said, that was slave master must have been having some real good fun in my lineage. Just just getting it on with everybody, and here I popped out. You know what I'm saying? I was kind of like, oh man, this is just not even really cool. I mean, that's the way I felt when I saw it. I was like, and some people are like, oh well, that's just so wonderful. All those different ethnicities and stuff. But I don't know. It's just part of me just I didn't. I don't feel like it was anything really to be proud of because, I don't know. That part that was like, slavery stuff because I have no type of ties to anybody that's Asian. I don't have any type of ties to anybody, that's, from Britain or Europe or anything like that. So, it was just one of those things. And what's so funny though is that on Ancestry.com, what happened is that when they'll give you like your family tree, right? And so sometimes the people that are on your tree will try to contact you and get to know you and say, hey, we're related and stuff, right? So what happened was there was this white lady contact me, right? And it was apparent she was right. She was in Tulsa, okay? So she contacted me and she was like, oh my gosh, I see you're related to such and such Foster or something. And I was like, oh, I said, I really don't know too much about them. I said, as a matter of fact, I said, I said, you're the first white person that contacted me from Ancestry.com. I'm black, and she never contacted me again after that. She must have said, "Oh my God, there's a black woman in my genealogical tree." Shoot, I don't care. Shoot, hello. Shoot, it could have been some black in her, okay? Shoot, Foster, last I heard of Foster was Creole folks, so she could have had the black in her. Try to be shame on me. All right. Yes. And let me see what y'all said in the chat. Mary freaking Poppins. Hey, Mary freaking Poppins. How you doing, hon? Welcome. Mary freaking Poppins says it's good. It's a good treat. It like buried treasure. Barbie says, you know, they say that a tribe in Africa was the original Asian people. I don't remember the name, so it's possible to have Asian in your history. Oh yeah, yeah. It would make sense the reason why, well, it's always been Native American. The people that's, Creek and stuff in our family, our family is known for having, the cat eyes or whatever. And my cousin Phelan, which is his name means little wolf. It's Creek. No, it's Navajo. Little wolf, Phelan, little wolf. His eyes look like Chinese, and actually, when he was a little kid, and we'd be in a grocery store and stuff, I remember one time this Asian lady was talking Chinese to him, and my aunt was like, "This is my child." She thought that my aunt was babysitting or something, and she was like, "I thought she was like Asian or something, whatever." I don't want to say the wrong thing, but anyway, yeah, but he's not Asian. He just looks more Native American, I guess, if you want to call it full blood Native American or whatever, which were all natives anyway. With just different colors of Native peoples. Okay, Wanda says the whole world was all melanated at first. Proof. The color of mountains, the hue of the earth's soil, carbon C on the periodic tables of elements. 6. Life's building blocks. So the original. Mm-hmm. Yes. Wanda says Asians were as dark as Danny Glover. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. And that's why my grandpa Luke, he was very, very dark complected. But he had straight black hair, you know? And he had those eyes too, those cat eyes, and high cheekbones. Wanda Winston in the book Eat Right for Your Blood Type by Dr. Peter D. He has wrote that the A blood is usually that of Asians. O, the original people, hence O being the universal donor. Yeah, what is O negative? Because that's what I am. Isn't that like the universal donor too? Because that's what I heard. Like, everybody wants my blood, or I heard them say, I donated blood a long time ago, and one of the girls said something about, oh yeah, we like your blood. So I'm O negative. So I don't know. But my cousin Phelan, he is like, well, wait a minute. I think he's like RH negative. Well, he had to take something because his blood, I think his daddy's blood was like, it was something to do when they were, like when your child is born, and something to do like with the blood. Now they have to take something, that has to do because the blood uh, is different or something when they're born. It stops them from being blind or something, or having jaundice or something. Don't quote me on it, but it was a long time ago, but it's coming back to me. It's kind of fuzzy. Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yes, yes. Yes, Wanda, I'm going to have to pick up that book though by Dr. Peter D for sure. Yeah, so You guys, I hope y'all enjoyed this chat tonight. It totally turned into something different than what the title was, but that's how we do it over here. Y'all know that, right? Yes, yes. So I'm just going to say goodbye to everybody and make sure y'all hit that thumbs up if you didn't. And let me see who stopped there. Wishful Fate, hi. Hi, I think I missed you. Courtney Johnson, hi. And Aries Empress, hi, honey. I remember you. How you doing? Yes, thank you guys. Barbie says, don't forget to hit the like button and thumbs up. Yes, yes. Floyd McClellan, hey, Floyd. Floyd says, hey, how are you? Yes, I'm so glad y'all stuck around. Floyd says, great information. Thank you. It's appreciated. Thanks. You're very welcome, Floyd. Yes, yes. So, yeah, I missed you guys. All that talking I was doing, I missed some of y'all. I appreciate y'all stopping in and showing love. Courtney Johnson, I see you, hon. How you doing, Courtney? Yes. Yes, P Funk even stopped in. P Funk says, hi, can you do things to make a man more desirable or towards women? Yes, yes, I can do that. Yes, Barbie says, yes, I agree. I was just having this conversation there with someone. Okay, and Leo, Indigo, Goddess. Oh, yeah, it was quite a few of you in here tonight. I appreciate y'all for stopping in. Yes, yes. Wishful Face says, some of the conversation resonated with me tonight. Great timing. I'm so glad. I'm so glad to help y'all. And you guys, I appreciate y'all and everything. And as always, make sure that you come back and check the information below this video. And if you don't see it, go to the previous video. Okay, go to the previous video and check that. I'll have information how you can follow me on all my other social medias and find out what I'm doing and everything. And sales and stuff that I'll be having and all that. I'll be on Facebook a lot too. Yes. Wanda says, we appreciate you. This dialogue was edifying. Thanks. Oh, thank you. Yes. Oh, I love the little pink flower there too. And Barbie, my girl Barbie, girl, I'm so glad you sticking on in here with me. Yes. Yes, my crew, my crew. Wishful Face says, I sent you an email earlier tonight. Coincidence. Can't wait to become more acquainted. Oh, okay, okay. Well, I'm gonna be getting to my messages tonight and responding. And I got some work to do. Some people are waiting on some videos and stuff. So I'm gonna make sure I get that out too tonight. For those of you who are watching and everything. And like I said, if you need to contact me, it's highpriestesskathie@gmail.com. And I just really appreciate y'all. Just want you to know that I love you. Take care. Bye bye. Bye, spiritual family.